Hello everyone, this is CY once again. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to unbox the BINCOO S1 Pro Espresso machine from BINCOO, right? So without further ado, let's unbox this and see how's the build quality. Right, this is the first episode whereby we will open the machines, take a look at what's inside there, look at the build quality, and then we'll move on to you have to wait for the second video whereby we'll test the machine out, right? So let's get started. Right, so as usual, the BINCOO packaging is pretty well done. All corners are protected. The machine is not too heavy, right? It's probably maybe around 15 kilo or maybe slightly lesser. So as usual, we're going to cut out the side to remove the protection. These are actually recyclable. Put these aside. Right, let's open the machine. Right, top there is a cover. Oh, okay. Let me see. This is just a cover piece. Right, on top you will see some accessories. Right, maybe I should bring it up. Right, so on top you will see a drip tray. Right, let me feel the quality. Oh, it's pretty heavy, huh? Right, I think the drip tray is plastic. Right, there is a drain out plug here, which means you can actually drain out the machines. Of course, the cover of the drip tray is actually metal. Right, stainless steel. Right, this should be CNC cut. Right, it comes with a polyfilter. Oh, it's pretty heavy. Right, this is the one, their patent polyfilter. Look at this. Right, so on top is where you do your normal extractions, but below, if you turn over, right, it's able to sort of. If you lock it this way, it's supposed to blow out and then your part can fall out from the bottom. Right, so it's very heavy water filter, right? Looks like a hammer. Alright, let's see what else is included. One whole package of material. Let's take it out and then we open it slightly later. Right, and it comes to the second layer. It's fully foam padded. Right, give you a cloth, cleaning cloth. Okay, let's see what else is included. I think we will just remove the machine first. From the box, let's bring it up. Okay, you can see the machine can be lifted up easily. It's really, because of the plastic, it's sliding on my table a little bit. Let's reduce my height of my camera. Zoom in a little bit more, right? Okay. So let's remove the plastic cover. I got the white color one. Right, so once you remove it, oh, it doesn't even move. Right, so the rubber stopper at the bottom is actually very solid. Right, so let me bring you to look around the aesthetic of the machine. So pressure gauge over here, steam button, I think it has a snowflake symbol there. Right, so they actually explain to you what are the buttons for. Right, this is for cold extractions, this is for hot extractions, this is for steam. Right, and then on the other side there's another 2 buttons there. I believe the top one is the switch on off button for the machines. This is, I think, is to knock out the puck. Right, and then yep, pretty much the brew group is very small. Right, there is a sort of insulation rubber there to protect you from being burned from it. I think this is pretty good. Right, it's a rubbery, probably silicone type of material. Right, machine is actually very small. Right, okay, let me turn the machines over so that you can see the size. Okay, let's put in the drip tray. There's some tape to prevent it from moving. Let's just remove the tape. It's a little bit sticky there. Let's remove that later. Let me see, where should we? Basically, it just, let me see where that. Okay, this should be okay. Right, I think. Let me see how this works. Right, supposed to be able to. Let me see. This is interesting. Oh, it's elevated. Right, so you're supposed to lift it up and then install this way. There is actually this thing here to sort of position for you. So this one goes in here. Okay, let me see. It's supposed to slot in this way, right? Okay. So lift it up. Yes. Ah, okay, that's interesting. Oh, okay, I think I didn't get the position correct. Somehow. Okay, supposed to be correct. Okay, I think you have to slot it in. So you can see this is the position. Okay, it's in really. So it takes a bit of trial and error, right? Because I'm first time seeing how this machine actually being assembled. Wrong side again. Yep, okay, you can see the exact cutout of the position there. Right, so the drip tray fit very snugly onto the machine. So it's now elevated above the table. You can see this is elevated, so it allows you to have a drain, your drainage out, so that you don't have to keep pouring the drip tray. So that's one very good thing. Right, so it's a very similar platform, right? Has auto pump, so that you do not need external pump. So basically just plug into the water source and then the water will automatically suck into this machine here. Right, the design is very similar to the BINCOO. Stainless steel. Right, solid machines, right? So I'm gonna take a piece of A4 size paper. Right, that's the liter over there. I can see it's almost the same size as the liter. Right, so this is an A4 size paper. Right, So A4 size paper can actually fully cover the machine. Right, so let's go over to the liter. Right, so slightly shorter than the liter. Right, so it's a very small form factor kind of machine. Right, so let's look at what accessory that comes with the machine. Let's first of all, let's take a look. Okay, let's lock out the polyfilter. Oh, the polyfilter is super heavy. Oh, lock out very nicely. Right, the steam is very smooth. Right, it's able to hold in any position. Right, it is smooth but yet not rigid and unable to move freely. I've seen machine whereby it squeak as we move the steam wand. Right, they do have a cutout here for the steam wand to purge the steam, which is very nice. Right, so which means when you purge, right, you should purge directly inside there. Right, so it's able to move freely. Okay, let's see what else comes with it. Right, oh, they actually provide a very long drain out tube. So one of the thinner one is actually meant for plumbing. Right, this is actually to plumbing. So you just have to plug this. I have a filter here. Right, so this one plumb into the machine at the back. This is for the water inlet. Whereas they also give you a very big tube for the water outlet, and it's already tightened with a clip, which means you can actually hook on to the bottom here. Let me bring you lower, right, so that you can see. So not sure whether you can see it because right, so basically you can actually hook on directly here. Right, so it fits nicely and you can actually drain all the way to the back. Oh, so it's very nice. It's actually already fitted for you. Right, so this is a very nice setup here. Right, if I can bring this out for events, I think this will be a killer machine. So let's put this aside. Comes with a standard back flush disc, so it doesn't come with a blind basket. Comes with a cleaning brush. Of course, instructional manual. Right, what is this? They even give you a part screen, so you don't have to buy anything. Right, so they can give you this very nice park screen, very similar to mine. But I've just made a cup of coffee for myself. And this is my park screen. Right, this is the one they provide. So it's actually the same, right? Just like with their printing on it. Right, what else is given? Right, they also give you a milk frothing pitcher. I guess that's being nice from the manufacturers of all these accessories. Oh, I love this size, man. This size is the best size available. Right, look at it. It's very nice. Finishing is good. There's a sharp edge over here for you to do your fine latte art. So that is given to you. They also give you a stainless steel elastic temper. So let's see what is this. Okay, they have some sort of a wrap around it to protect the stainless steel from scratching, I believe. It comes with a wavy kind of surface. So this is the non-spring one, but it's a level one. Right, so you just have to tamp. Right, so this at least basic is already better than a lot of the Italian machines, right? This is very heavy. Right, what else is given? Oh, okay. They also give you a coffee coffee cloth powder handle. This is just WDT tools, right? It's called 部分蒸, so I think the translation is totally off. Right, let's take a look. Oh, so poke out. Right, be careful when you first. How do you retrieve this? Oh, it's by weight, right? Press to come down, just like that. Press to come down. Oh, this is pretty nice design. And then you rotate it, and it keep automatically. Right, so this is pretty nice. It comes with a stand. So it comes with a stand and a cover. Right, I think this is probably magnetized, but it doesn't magnetize to the surface. Oh, there's a sticker here, right? So I think you can stick it onto the surface or something, right? So that's how you place this. Right. One last thing, they also provide. Okay, this is pushing very snugly into the foam. Okay, I'm just going to try to pull it out. Wow, it's very tight there. I believe it's descale because this machine is thermal block machines, so it needs descaling. Okay, let's pull it out. It's too smooth for me to pull out. Okay, yeah. Wow. Okay. So you also come with a descaling agent, right? So you can see it's 咖啡机水垢清洁剂 250 gram, right? Right, so pretty much this is how the unboxing experience looks like. It's a very positive looking machines, right? So stay tuned for the next episode whereby we test the machine, see how it functions. Hi, this is CY once again. Thanks for joining me. Right, so if you really like our content and like what we've been doing, please remember to help us click a like and then subscribe. You'll help us a lot. And then well, let's go on to episode 2 whereby we test out the machine.